mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Quran is mentioned, if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question, that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset, that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.
Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Please invite your friends. And as you see, we are in the Christian Prince account, but just to inform you, we will do in the Christian Prince live broadcast just for a few days until people knows that we will switch to the other account. The admin is posting the link for you, so please subscribe. The Arabian Prophet. This is my original account actually. And I have there maybe, I don't know, maybe 80, 90,000, something like that in that account. And it's not I mean, it's not a big deal, the number, but it's another account I use, and I will give this one a break. So please subscribe to the other account, because if you don't see us coming here, you might wonder I'm not coming no more, right? And always you can follow up with us in Patreon, and don't worry, you do not need to donate. I mean, you can go there and you will see the link. It is for free anyway. I mean, it's not only for those who donate. So always you can go to Patreon and you can find the last link I posted, and this will mean where I'm going to be live. Doesn't matter really what I say now, right? Now I wanted to speak about this topic because many Christians, they can be deceived easy when the Muslim, they use some certain words to them. As an example, the word love. When a Muslim, he says to you, Allah love you. I saw many videos. A Muslim trying to speak to a Christian in the street and says, Allah love you, brother, you know. But the Quran, all of it, speaking about Allah, He don't love those who they are kuffar. He don't love them. And there's tons of verses. And you will notice in some translation they say Allah does not like the disbelievers, but in Arabic it says Allah la yuhibbul kafirin. This is why it's important not to be deceived by the translation. So even the same, the word which is love, they lie and they say like. There's a huge difference between like and love. You change the translator, right away you will find you have a new Quran, you know. You will see that the word like disappear and then the word love appearing. See, we just changed the translator. This is Shakar translation. This is chapter 3 verse 32. So today I wanted to warn you that Muslims, they might use certain words, and they are similar words we use as a Christians, but they don't have the same meaning. When they say love, Muslims, they can love only Muslims. When they can say loyalty, Muslims, they can only loyal to Muslims. When they say decency, they can be decent only to Muslims, and we can prove it here. I mean, we are not making things up. You know, even the Quran forbid the Muslims to be decent to their parents if they are kuffar. You see, the Quran, the Muslim, they will say to you, the Quran order us to respect our parents, which is nothing new. I mean, this is copied from the Old Testament, right? But the Quran make it clear that you will not find one good believer, one believer, he will be loving to his own parents if they are not Muslims. Not even one. Here you will not find the people who believe in Allah and the later day befriending. This is a fabrication translation. Change the translator. You will see this is our problem with this garbage translation. You know, they are not decent in translation. They're friendly. What friendly? So what does that mean? You will not find one of the believer friendly to his parents, which is evil anyway. I mean, but this is not really what it says. You change the translator, then you will find the translation change again. You will not find any of those who believe in Allah and the last day loving those who resist Allah, even if they are their parents, their father, their mother, their sons, their brother, their sisters. Do you see it? So they try to fool you, and they try to use words which you use as a Christian, words you accept. And this is what the devil Muhammad, he always did. He used certain words, like the devil Muhammad, he said the Holy Spirit. But the Holy Spirit for Muslims is not the Holy Spirit for us. It is a theft. Muhammad, he took the word Holy Spirit and he put it in his Quran. But you ask the Muslims, who is the Holy Spirit? They will say to you, this is Jibreel. So they might fool you when they say the Holy Spirit brought the Quran to Muhammad. And then in your mind you think, oh, the Holy Spirit. But in reality, they are saying something else. So Muhammad is a thief. He stole words. He used them in his Quran, but they mean the opposite. So love means hate. For Allah, he loved those only who worship him. Allah hates those who don't worship him. This is the opposite of the teaching of Jesus. Jesus says, I came for the sick, not for the healthy. This is the opposite of the Bible saying, for God, he loved the world. He sent his only begotten son. He loved the world. He loved the Hindus, the Buddhas, the Muslims, the Chinese, ethnic, doesn't matter what ethnic, Asian, white, black, who care? For God, he loved the world. So the Muhammadan, their prophet, is a very deceiving, evil person. He tried to deceive you by using certain words, which you used to it, so you can accept him. But if you check it, you will find it is totally the opposite of what it's meant. Yesterday we spoke about nikah. The word nikah, which is supposedly Muslim, they say it's marriage. And yeah, I mean, you know, for them today, they are using it as in the Quran as a word mean marriage. But then the second we check it out, we find that the word nikah mean the F word. And then yesterday we have a Muslim, he says to us, it means the same, both meaning in the same time. Well, if it's both meanings, so don't tell me this is marriage, because what kind of God he chose the F word to be the word marriage in the same time? So when a Muslim, he said the word marriage for you, it is not really a marriage. A marriage in Islam is something, you know, yesterday this person, he said, marriage is a contract between two. But in Islam is not a contract between two, which means the female does not exist in the contract. This is why you will see a Muslim, he can exchange his wives as simple as if he wish. Like you make a wish for a Christmas, okay, make a wish. If you make a wish and you want to change your wife, this is the wish. It's as easy as making the wish. Chapter 4, verse number 20. So the Quran, if there is a contract between two, then the wish should be for both. Can the woman wish to change her husband? No. Who is the one who can make the wish? The man. So what is the marriage then? There's no marriage. There is an employee and an employer. So if a man, he wish to take, look at the translation here. But if you decide to take one wife in the place of another, that translation here is really funny. You change the translation again. I mean, we have to keep switching translation like monkeys. Unbelievable. But you know, for you, because you don't speak a language, you will not notice. Look at this one. We just changed the translation. Look at that meaning, totally changed. If you intend to replace a wife by another, you have given one of them. Like, what is that? So you give them some money. Let them have. Let them have it. You pay them for the sex they did. You know. So they call it marriage, but is that marriage in Christianity? Or this is prostitution, and this is women abuse. So they use the word marriage, but in reality there is no marriage, because a person he is married, he don't exchange wives. Since when? In which civilization that is? You know, you exchange wives. Is she a car? Is she? And actually the correct translation is exchange. Here there's a correct translation. And if you wish to exchange one wife for another, and only the man he can exchange. Marriage, okay, the Muslim, they say to you, well, Islam, he respects a woman right. What right? Here we go, the guy, he used her. Now maybe she become older. She is not pretty no more for him. And now he will go after a child. She is 6 years old like Aisha. And remember here, they are current wife. Do you see the word wife? So even the word wife here is deceiving, because when you see the word wife, you think it's a marriage, right? When you see the word wife, in your mind, what? The word wife means they are married. But as you see, this is not marriage, because we're talking about exchanging women. If we are married, we don't exchange the wife. That's not, she is not a chicken, she is not a chair, she is not a table, she is not a car. I exchange and exchange, by the way, the Arab, they used to do this. Like, you take my wife, I take yours. And sometimes even they used to switch women, not necessarily forever, like for temporarily. Like, are you bored from your wife? Okay, take my wife and I take yours. Like, let us say for a month or two. And even the Arab, they used to do this. If one, he have, let us say, he want to have a child from a noble family. What he ask a nobleman to take his wife to stay with him until she have his child. Can you believe it? So they have a very open sexual life, and they used to exchange women. So if you wish to exchange one wife with the other, now the Muslim here, they will say to you, oh no, this is not about exchanging with other man. Well, it is, because you are going to throw a woman away and you will bring another woman. So that woman is somebody will take her, right? The woman, as you see, she's an object. So you need always to remember that when Muhammadan, they use certain words, they have totally different meanings. So don't be, don't fail into that. My Skype is open. If there's a Muslim who would like to call me, I saw a Muslim, actually he's an ex-Muslim, suppose he's saying he have a doubt about Christianity. My friend, let me tell you something. For us, you accept Christianity, you don't accept, you stay, you leave. This is your business. We are not the same as the Muslims who are going to pay you money. The Quran, Muhammad, he paid money to people to convert to his cult. For us, you accept Jesus, you don't accept Jesus, this is your salvation. It's up to you. The gate of the hell is wide open. We'll take everybody, don't worry. So when somebody come to here seek attention, like he's an ex-Muslim and now I have a doubt about Christianity. Who cares? Okay, have a doubt. Have 10 doubts, a million doubts. Who cares? Don't accept Christianity. It's your business. There is, I notice always, like I've been doing what I'm doing for a long time. There's many people, they try to come to me seeking attention. I'm reading, I'm thinking, like you see a Muslim, he convert to Christianity after talking to me, and then he come back to me and he says, I'm thinking, I'm not sure about Christianity, And then when I say to him, I don't care, leave if you want. 2 minutes after he says, no, I'm sure. Like, what the heck? So some people, with my respect to everybody, they are seeking attention. They want a spotlight on them. And, this is, you need a medical doctor. I mean, a mental doctor in this case, not me. It means you are just suffering from some being lonely. Maybe you want people to talk about you. You like to be in the spot of light. I remember when we used to be in Paltalk, there's 2 women. They go to the Muslim rooms, they take Shahada. They come to Christian Prince room, they became Christian. They go to the Muslim room, they take Shahada. They come to Christian room, they become Christians. 2 women. They are like friends together, They go together, they became Muslims. And then the Muslims, they make them admin in their chat room. 2 weeks after, the 2 Muslim women, they go to Christian Prince room, they become a Christian. Then 3 or 4 weeks after, they go to the Muslim rooms and they take Shahada. And then lately they come to me and said, I don't want you here no more. Go and be a Muslim. I don't want, that's it, we are done. I don't want you to be Christian. You're just a stupid idiot, seeking attention. Because what happened when they take Shahada, the Muslims, Allahu Akbar, sister, etc., she became a superstar. Then after 2 weeks, she is just a normal Muslim like everybody, nobody care. So now what we will do? We want to make them excited again. So we go to Christian Prince. We go to Christian Prince, we speak to him. I am a Muslim now. I'm a Christian now. The Muslim, they get upset. Sister, why you do that? She is now in the spot of the attention. And the Christians, they are welcoming her, sister. So there's many people, they have a mental issues. This is, those, only God can help you, my friend. I cannot help you. Here we are talking to people who have a brain intelligence, and the brain, does not exist in Islam. Speaking of words, even the one who made the Quran he don't even know good Arabic. As an example, if you ask any Muslim what the word zawjain mean, zawjain, he will say to you, two pair. Okay, like let's say a male rabbit and female rabbit. All right. Have you ever heard of somebody saying zawjain ithnain, 2 and 2? 2 and 2. Let me show you. Here it says, put therein 2 of every kind. Is that really a good, correct translation? You change the translator. Here it says, of each kind, 2, male and female. Okay. Let us go to the other verse, just to show you how the corruption works in this cult. Here it says, put 2 and 2. Sorry, two spouse. We change. Look at what happened. Miraculous. Allah, He said that He created from every kind 2 and 2. Have you ever heard of a stupid Arabic like this? So the previous translation, they were trying to fix it. They are saying from every kind 2 pairs, male and female. But in reality, the Quran is saying 2 and 2. That means 4. So did Allah created 2 Adams and 2 Eve? Do you see what happened? We just changed the translator. We did not change the book. He made them in pairs, 2 and 2. So, what is the first 2 Allah created? It was Adam and Eve. So He made them in pairs, 2 and 2. So did Allah create 2 Adams and 2 Eve? The one who made the Quran he have a broken Arabic worse than my broken English. If you are a Muslim and you would like to call me, just text me in Skype, please, and I will call you immediately. Remember, we would like to hear Muslims giving us their opinion about what they believe. And again, remember, please, we are here in the Christian Prince account, but in a few days we will switch to the Arabian Prophet to do broadcast. So tell your friends. So if we don't find me here, you might wonder what happened, why he is not coming here. It's the same. I mean, I noticed that some people, they are sometimes attached to an account as if this is a house or something. You are supposedly listening to the person wherever he go. Doesn't matter really. It's a YouTube. It's a virtual thing. It's not a building to be attached to it. So just to let you know, We are going to be live in the other account in a few days, but I decided to go today here for a few days from now just to tell people so they will know, and those who did not hear, they will be informed. Do we have any Muslim would like to call us? Do we have any Muslim have anything to say? Do we have any Muslim he can prove us wrong? All glory to the Lord that all Muslims agree that Allah is a fraud. And other thing, the Muslims, they speak about monotheism. Like, this is the most well-known topic. The Muslims, they love to talk about it. They think they have a privilege by saying we have a monotheism. Always you need to be smart and intelligent. Don't be a foolish person. Don't be naive. The monotheism is not really even important. Even though we believe in monotheism, but because if God, he says, I am 10 gods, what you can do about it? Are you going to accept or reject? If Allah, he says he is 20 God, what the Muslims will do? Are they going to reject? So the idea of monotheism, for me, mean nothing really. There's many religions that believe in monotheism. The Egyptian, the one, even the worshipper of Satan, they believe that Satan is God. So monotheism is just one of a belief about one God, but doesn't make it any different. What makes it different is if this God is true or not. If there is a person, he have 1 million God, and they are true God, then he is right. Their number doesn't make any difference, right? But I find it very silly sometimes, like when the Muslims, they say, we believe in one God, etc. Who cares if you believe in one God or not? Your God is an idiot. You believe in one idiot God. What kind of God? He says, I created them 2 in 2. You believe in one God, but this God is literally an idiot. What kind of God? He thinks there's 2 east, 2 west. What kind of God he think the sun set in murky water, or the woman she have a sperm coming from her ribs, or a God who don't remember which one is created first, the stars or the mountains? So you believe in one God, you believe in 10 God, you believe in 0 God. That's will not change anything. What will change it if your God is true or not? So don't use bad words in the chat, please. Otherwise, we will block you. Don't use bad language. We are not in the street. And in the street, I don't use those words. So if you are a person who cannot clean his mouth, you are not welcome. Clean your mouth. Here we use words only for the sake of education. So if we say a certain word about like the private part of a man or a woman, because we have to read it, it's there as a part of the study, but not because we like to use it. So clean your mouth, otherwise we will block your chat. So the ideas, Muslims, they try to make it like we share the same thing. As an example, how many times you hear the Muslims saying Jesus? We believe in Jesus, but do you know that in the Quran not even once the word Jesus mentioned? The correct name is Jesus, of Jesus, is Yeshua. In Arabic we say Yeshua. So if we go in the Quran and we type the word Yeshua, are we going to find it? No. So why they keep saying we believe in Jesus? There's no Yeshua. 0 result. 0. Where is this Jesus coming from? The Muslim, they have a guy, his name is Isa. You ask them, where is they? I mean, how come the Muslims, they have a totally different name? Where this name is coming from? So they might say to you, we have a same Jesus, but in reality, they don't even have Jesus' name. They don't have the Hebrew name. They don't have the Aramaic name. They don't have the Latin name. They don't have anything. They have a totally brand new person. We have no idea who this person is. You will not find one Christian he heard ever of someone his name is Isa. First time we heard of Isa as Arab Christians, and when this garbage religion came to us. Who is Isa? And then when you study more, you will find that Muhammad, he heard from the tradition of the Jews that there is a woman, her name is Maryam, and she is the sister of Aaron, the sister of Aaron and Moses. And in the tradition, this woman, she have a son. His name is Isa. Muhammad, he said, oh, this is Maryam, and this is Isa, and this is the Messiah. When a Jewish rabbi came to Muhammad and told him, he got him busted. He says, Muhammad, are you an idiot or what? He came to the wife Aisha, and he told her that this is not true. There's hundreds of years between them. Aisha, she said to him, kadhabt, which means you lied. The man, he got scared because Muhammad will kill him. He said, oh, you know what? The prophet, he knew better. When Muhammad, he came, Aisha, she told him what the rabbi, he said. So Muhammad now tried to fix it. So he said, oh, at that time, they used to call them by their great prophets. But Mary, she is not even from the tribe of Aaron. Same time, Muhammad, because he's a fool, he got the name of the father of Aaron to be the name of the father of Mary. This is why there is a chapter in the Quran, it's called the chapter of Ali Imran. Al in Arabic mean, it's not Arabic word actually, it's in Aramaic, mean the family. The family of Imran. You ask the Muslims, even the word Imran, by the way, is wrong, because it is Umram, not Umran, but he's an idiot, what he can say. He heard the Jews, he did not hear them correctly, so he said Imran. So the Muslim, they were able to answer saying, oh, the prophet, he correct that. He says they called them by their great prophets before them. Okay, we will let that go then. But how Allah, he mixed between the father of Aaron and Moses and the father of Mary. So Muhammad, he did not really fix it, because he could not fix it no more. That's it. He made the verses about Mary, the daughter of Imran. And by the way, her name is in Arabic is Maryam. It's exactly the same name as Maryam, the sister of Aaron. It's not Mary, it's Maryam. So Maryam, she is the sister of Aaron. She is the daughter of Imran. And the story of Maryam in this chapter here in front of us. So again, when the Muslims, they speak about Mary, in fact, they are talking about Mary, not Mary, they are talking about Maryam, the sister of Aaron. But they will try to fool you, saying we believe in the same persons, we believe in the same, we have, so they use the same words, but those words that they don't really belong to us. They have nothing to do with us. When the wife of Imran, she said, Lord, I have vowed to you that a child, between two brackets, of my womb will be dictated to your service. Okay, that's wonderful. Then when she gave birth, she gave a female, her name is Mary. So the wife of who? The wife of Imran. Anyone knows, I mean, why the Christians, why the Christians, they will change the name of the father of Mary? They will not do that. And how the father of Mary became the same father of Moses, the Muslim, they say today, just to fix it, they say, oh, it's just a similar name. Do we have any Muslim would like to call us? Until now we have zero text from Muslims. Any Muslim? I have a missed call from previously, but maybe it's night time for them. I don't know. I don't want to call people and wake them up. We don't know where they are calling from or texting from. We want people to text me now. They are Muslims and they are willing to talk. Anyone? Do we have any Muslim? And speaking of monotheism, which can be refuted easy, that Muslims don't believe in monotheism. Because monotheism is obeying Allah, not obeying a man beside Allah. So if the Muslims, they believe that they have to obey two, then where is the monotheism? Chapter 4 verse number 18 in the Quran says, he who obeys the messenger, he has indeed obeyed Allah. Is that a monotheism? So what Muhammad did, and this is the evil Muhammad, this is why he changed his name to Muhammad, the praised one. He is God in earth. He placed himself instead of God. He did not say the one who obey Allah. Why you need to obey Muhammad anyway? Isn't Muhammad a man like everybody? Isn't Muhammad is a sinner? The Quran confirms he's a sinner. So how we obey a sinner? What about obeying God and only God? And if Muhammad is always following God, then why we need to say obey Muhammad? We are going to follow God anyway, right? But Muhammad, he wanted to have the absolute authority, so he can control every single soul in this earth. This is the devil himself. Whoever obey Muhammad, he obey God. And what make it more funny, who is the one speaking? They say Allah, but the one who's talking is Muhammad. You know, remember, those are coming from Muhammad. So how we can be sure that not Muhammad making them up so we can obey him? You know what I'm saying? It's not somebody else. He is God saying obey Muhammad. By obeying Muhammad you obey me. There's no witnesses who is the one who delivered this to Muhammad. So what is the proof that this is not made by Muhammad? If there's any proof? Somebody tried to call me. You can call me only if you are a Muslim. Only if you are a Muslim. So text me, says I'm a Muslim, I want to call, I will call you. You cannot call me right away. Text me, say I'm a Muslim, I don't want to waste my time, and I will call you. And if you are, if turn to be you're not a Muslim, I will block you. If you are a silly person. So the lie about monotheism is big. One person, there's no witnesses for him seeing God, meeting God, no miracles. You know, the Muslim, they say, there is a video of Mimi saying that the Prophet, once he hold the cup and the cup start and the water start coming from between the hands of the Prophet. All those fiction miracles, you find them in a fiction tradition, but the Quran is so clear that Muhammad never had one miracle. If you go in the Quran, chapter 13, you see chapter 13, it might be like in the beginning of the Quran, because it says 13, but maybe you do not know that chapter 13 is the end of the Quran, because Muslims, they change location of chapters and they agree on that. So this is almost in the last year of Muhammad's life, and still people, they say to him, how come not a sign from his God, not a miracle from his God? Until now, all what people want is just a miracle, and they are saying to him, so we can believe in our heart, you know, rest. What is the problem? All what they are saying, give us one sign, just one. You ask yourself a very simple question. Why Jesus have a flood of miracles? I mean, Jesus in the Quran, wherever he go, he is doing miracles. He make the blind see, he feed thousands from nothing. Even Islamic tradition book says that Jesus, when the disciple, they told him, he told them, I wanted to go and teach, preach. They said to him, but you don't speak languages. He says, go, sleep, and in the morning you will see. They went to sleep and they found themselves in the morning speaking languages. So Jesus, he resurrect people from death according to the Quran. Jesus, he can create from the mother bird. I mean, do we need all those miracles for Jesus? Can't Allah, he give one of them to Muhammad? Just one. So Muhammad has spent his life with 0 miracles, and all the funny miracle you will find them in the Quran, like a lizard convert to Islam in the hadith. A lizard convert to Islam, and he was a dead lizard. A tree, she walked, 2 trees, they walked from their place to cover Muhammad when he was doing poo-poo. 2 trees, they said Shahada. But as you see the Quran, this is the end of his life, and people are still saying, how come not even a single miracle? And the funny is, the Muslim, they say, if anything contradicts the Quran, we reject it. But do you see the hypocrisy? Well, mut'ah in the Quran, hadith says you don't do mut'ah no more. Which one you take? Hypocrisy and lying is a lifestyle in Islamic world. All right? Look like we have no Muslims, 0 Muslims are willing to call us. Mayday, mayday. Anyone? Yeah, a lizard convert to Islam, absolutely. I'm telling you. A guy, supposedly a Bedouin guy, he did hunt a lizard. They eat lizard, you know, the Arab. So he killed the lizard, and he walked by and he saw Muhammad. So Muhammad, he told him, why you don't convert to Islam? The Bedouin, he says to him, well, if my lizard convert, I will convert. And he have his lizard in his like bag, you know, he's dead. And you know, by the way, those lizards are big, huge, you know, they are not really small. I don't know if it was really a lizard of the house, which is a small one, or the lizard of the desert. I'm not sure. So if you convert my lizard, I will convert to Islam. Let me see if I can find you the story. Let us see here. Okay, I cannot find it here. Let's see. Yeah, I cannot find it in the English, but we can have it here in Arabic. Let us see. So anyway, a man from Bani Sulaim, from the tribe of Sulaim, he hunted a lizard and he put it in his bag, and then he, you know, he was going his way, and then he met with Muhammad. The man, he said to him, I never saw a woman, you know, I never saw a person, or even women, speak lying as much as you do. Imagine, he said to Muhammad, you are you know, there's no woman she give birth to a son or a child, or no woman she mention a lie as the lies you do, and nobody I hate more than you, etc. And then the story continue. The guy, he said to him, swearing by Al-Lat and Al-Uzza, and saying, and I don't believe in you, Muhammad. And then he took a lizard from his bag and he threw it in the front of Muhammad. And he said to him, if this lizard believe in thee, I will believe in thee. And then the lizard, Muhammad, he says, oh lizard. And the lizard, he spoke. And he spoke in a clear Arabic. All people understand. And he said to him, لبيك وسعديك يا رسول رب العالمين. Oh, I'm here for you and happy to speak to you, or the messenger of the 2 words. The messenger says to him, who you worship? The man, he said, the lizard, he said, the one who his throne is in the sky and his authority is in the ground, and the ocean is his way, and the heaven is his mercy, and the fire is his torture. Muhammad, he said to the lizard, who am I? He said to him, Anta, you are the messenger of Allah, messenger of the for the two words, and you are the last prophet. And the one who became your friend, he's going to be happy, and the one who will accuse you of lying, he will be sad. And then the man who witnessed this, he says, like he said, Shahada. We can translate this into English, so if in case you want to see. Yeah. So Muhammad speaking to the lizard witnessed that he is, and he speak in a clear Arabic, as you see. Muhammad, he said to him, O lizard. The lizard spoke to him in Arabic, saying, yes, prophet. He said to him, who do you worship? As I told you, I mean, as you see. And then the guy, he converted to Islam because the lizard, he witnessed that Muhammad is a true prophet. But then we go in the Quran, we find that Muhammad have 0 miracles, and those are verses at the end of the Quran, according to Revelation. And still people saying to him, just 1 miracle. So obviously all those miracles, Muslims, they add them in the books of Hadith. It's a fiction miracles. They are not true. Remember, the Hadith is written long after Muhammad's death. And the Quran confirm he has 0 miracles. Actually, there's a verse in the Quran saying, Allah, he refrained. Allah, he refrained from sending miracles. Refrain totally. And here you see, this is additional proof that Islam is made by a stupid idiot, because how the Quran is a miracle? Muhammad, the Muslim, they claim, well, the miracle of Muhammad is the Quran. Can you make Quran like this? Okay. Let us say, for the sake of argument, for me, the Quran is a stupid Arabic language, grammar, everything. But we will go with it. Let us say the Quran is a miracle. How the Quran is a miracle, and the Quran says we refrain from making miracles. If Allah refrained from sending signs, miracles, that means he refrained from sending the Quran too, because the Quran is a miracle. You text me in Skype, Samia, you are a Muslim? Okay, let us call you. Well, I don't know why you text me in Skype if you don't want to take my call. Okay, so please don't text me unless you want me to call you. Okay, so she don't want to talk. Do we have any Muslim? Do we have any Muslim would like to present to us the monotheism of Islam or anything? Actually, Islam is anti-monotheism. The first one who ordered people, angels, to bow down to a man, it was Allah. You ask a Muslim, they have a trend in Twitter. The crown prince of Saudi Arabia, not the crown prince, I think a prince from Saudi Arabia, he says, we bow down only to Allah. Is that right? Is that right? Your prophet, when he went as a refugee to the king of Ethiopia, he was standing firm in the front of the king, or he bowed down? The angels are being given order by the God of Islam himself to bow down to Adam. Make topic news. Ustaz rape 14 his female student age 12, 14 of them. Well, you see, we cannot okay, let us make it simple. We can do what the Muslims do when somebody he claimed to be a Christian priest, and he do the same maybe, or he molested children. But is that how you can judge the religion really? Are we going to judge Islam by this ustad? No. When people they focus in those news, they are missing the point. You judge religion by the founder of the religion, not by the followers. However, if the followers are following the steps of their prophet, then this is the religion. So focus in Muhammad. Muhammad was a rapist. Muhammad, the Muslims, they say clearly that his wife was 6 years old. So why they say that this guy he raped? Isn't the rape is a practice of Muhammad? So which one I should focus in? An ustad he raped 14 of his female students, or a prophet he raped thousands of females? For me, I like to focus in the 50 prophet, because this guy is just following the prophet. Let's try again. Samia trying to call us. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, hello, Samia. How are you?
Hi, CP. I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. So what do you like to share with us, Samia? You are a Muslim, right?
Yeah, I am a Muslim. Actually, sorry, I was inside, and for attending your call, I have to come out because my husband is in the home.
Why you don't let your husband join us in the conversation so we can have a good family conversation?
I know, but he doesn't know about you, and so he
I
will
don't.
be
Okay, he will be upset. He will be upset if you speak to me.
he will be kind of upset because he wants to know. Then he will be upset. Oh, why I'm talking somebody who can tell me some truth about my religion, you know?
Yeah. So what do you think about Islam, Samia? Because I saw your text many times in the chat. It looked like you like what I'm doing.
Oh, of course, I love what you are doing, and so many things that I never know about my religion, and I come to know from you, and then I search on my own, and I was so surprised, especially with that hadith that said that you have to do sins, otherwise Allah will remove us and bring other people who will do the sin, and then who will repent, and then
Exactly.
He will. So actually, I shared. I'm basically from Pakistan, and I'm here in USA from 3.5 years.
Yeah.
And
Don't give too much personal information about yourself.
okay, and then I shared this hadith to some of my family who know more than me Islam, and they like twist and turn. Oh, it doesn't mean that you have to do a sin. It's just God wants you to telling you not to do a sin. So I said, then what is the purpose of telling us that if you will not do the sin, then they will He will remove us, and He will bring some other people to worship and do sins. And so, what is the point? Oh, no, it's not like that. It's just God is telling that no, you don't need to. You will not do the sin, but if you do, He'll forgive because He's so merciful.
Well, what does the merciful have to do with this? You know, if Allah he is going to bring, he is going to punish us, delete us from this earth, just because we did not commit sin. Where is love in that? You know, it should be the opposite. He should be loving us, not hating us, because we
Right.
did what we're supposed not to do. But according to Islam, obviously, Allah is a lonely, sick person. He wants people to beg him for forgiveness, and if you are not making sin, then you will not beg for forgiveness. It's like somebody, you know. Let us say, once there's a person I know. He have a rich family, but his family they will give him, like, he have to go and beg for money so they can give him money, you know. And then I ask him, why your family don't like support you to open like a business or a store or something, instead of going and ask them for help from time to time. Just one time investment and your life can be fixed. He said, you don't understand. They want me to go there so I can beg for it. They will give him the money, but enough just for now. So tomorrow he will come back again and beg for more money. So this God is a sick God. He don't want people who commit no sin. He wants people who commit sin. Why? Because they are begging for forgiveness.
You know, before that we heard, we listened, you know, in Ramadan, it's all Dorai Quran, like the teachers there who explain and all that. But and never point came into my mind. Some questions I had, especially of Surah Kahf, where okay, they asked Muhammad about the questions, about 3 questions, and that he have to answer, but he couldn't answer of the one question about the ruh, and the other
Yeah.
questions that he answered was actually already exist. Like everybody knows about the seven sleepers and about Zulkarnain. So what was the point of giving that answers again to the people who already knew that? And
But he
what
did
is the
not give a
purpose?
correct answer anyway. I mean, about Zulqarnain, he took a story written by an Assyrian author about a guy
And
he have 2 horn. I mean, Zulqarnain, he became. I mean, who is this Zulqarnain? Have you ever heard of a guy? His name is the guy with the 2 horn. Is he a man?
I didn't. I didn't know about it before when I heard Robert Kristen the detail about this,
Yeah.
and I was actually curious. I that question is in my mind from a long time, and no Muslim will answer this question. And some of the teachers that I know, if I'll ask some questions, oh, they said it doesn't matter because you're not doing that in your life.
Yeah.
So what is the
Everything in this
point of?
religion, everything is this religion is wrong. I want to ask you, as a lady, as a married
Mhm,
woman,
mhm.
how, you know, like when you see the Quran speaking about if a man he wished to exchange his wife with other wife, what do you feel about that?
Of course, I don't like this point, and the husband is like so happy and so okay to know. No, look, I have a permission. You don't have a permission. I have a permission. So I said, okay, but this hurts. I will never in my life, if I'm in your life as your wife, I'll never allow another woman to come in your life. But he says, oh, so, but you will not allow, but Allah allow us.
Right. So you know, you cannot allow anything anyway. He just will throw
Yeah,
you and he exchange it. And actually, you don't even need to divorce you. He can have second one and third one and fourth one. And when one of you get older, the oldest one, he throw her away and he get the new, brand new wife. So women in Islam is nothing but a property. So how you think about your marriage now in the future then? Because you, as long your husband is saying Allah he allow it, so maybe he is thinking to exchange you sooner or later.
mm, he's a nice person. He loves me,
He's a
so
nice
I
person.
don't.
Okay, I'm not going to go there then. All right. I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. He will. I hope he will not turn to be a true Muslim and decide to follow the Quran. Let us say. Let us hope so. But Islam is religion. It's allowing that and giving permission for the man to replace the wife as if she is an old car. You know, very horrible. So, Samia, after saying what you are saying, did you decide to leave Islam or not yet?
Not yet. I'm not at the point where, but yes, I'm searching a lot, and I'm discussing a lot with my husband also, and especially Muhammad married to Hazrat Aisha and all that things, and so he's also curious. And then it's it feed in our mind that way. You don't need to do a question. It was Allah's will that happened, and that just happened. You have to just believe and obey. You don't need to ask questions. It's like that. So yeah, it's
Yeah, but you
weird
see,
sometimes.
even if we don't ask questions, when the Quran, like the Quran says in chapter 5, verse 0101, ask no questions. Verse 102 says, because former generation they asked the same questions and they lost their faith. So Muhammad, he knew that people, if they ask questions, he have no answers, and if he give answers, the answers will be horrible and people will lose their faith. So Muhammad, he knew that he is not convincing, his religion is not convincing, so we forbid people from asking questions. But let us say, for the sake of argument, I did not ask the questions, but other people asking the questions, and
Right.
when those questions hit, I forbid myself from asking the questions, but still I hear the questions. So is that healthy to run away from the questions and by ignoring them or by refuting them? So the Muslims these days, they try to refute us, and each time they try, it comes a very horrible way. Allah have hands. The Muslim in the debate, he says, who said so? But other Muslims in YouTube, all of them, they are saying Allah have hands, Allah have feet. So the Muslims, in order to refute questions, they go in denial mood, but they don't really refute. They do mockery of a person who's asking the questions, hoping by doing mockery he will retreat, and we are going to bully you. You know, the bully culture. We bully the person, and then the person, he give up, he stop asking those questions. But those questions are always going to be exist, and nobody can stop them. You mentioned the ruh. When a prophet of God, people ask him about the spirit, and then supposedly he received the answer from his God. And then the answer, Allah knows best. What kind of answer this answer? Remember, we are asking the one who is connected now, and he is receiving revelation from God. We are not asking a scholar or etc. so to avoid to say maybe I don't know. I'm afraid to give you wrong answer. But this is a prophet who received revelation from his God, and the revelation came to him back to refute that question or to answer that question, saying what? Say that the ruh is from the command of my God. Well, we know that is the command from your God. That's what we are asking you. You know, what does have to do with the question? I'm asking you, what is the spirit? You don't say to me the spirit is from the command of Allah. We are asking you because you claim to be a prophet, and Allah is in charge of that spirit. So we are asking you, what is the spirit anyway? We are not asking who is in charge of it. We are asking, what is the spirit? When you say spirit, what is that?
And
he could not. Yeah, go ahead.
A lot of contradiction about the Quran says about Injil and Torah, that these are the books from me, and if you have any kind of doubts in Quran, you can go and look at these books. And other side, it's saying not to believe because it changes. And yeah, these questions also come in my mind. If the Quran is Allah's book, and if the Torah and Injil is also Allah's book, then why Allah will protect only one book? Why not the other books too? Because it's all God's word. Like a lot of.
You see, the Muslims, they answer this question just to show you how silly their answers is. Like I say to them, okay, the Quran chapter 10 verse number 94, it says, if you Muhammad have a doubt about what is revealed to you, go and ask the people who they have the books before you, the Christians and the Jews. The Muslims, they say, Christian Prince, are you stupid? Don't you see it says if? If? Actually, this if here make it more horrible. Why? Because this is God. Don't he knew if he have it or not? I can say, me as a human, because I don't know what is inside your heart, I say to Samia now, if you don't like Islam, leave it. Because I don't know if she like Islam or not. If, right? But this is God. So when God, he says, if you have a doubt, so do Allah knew that Muhammad have a doubt about Islam or not? And if he don't have a doubt, so why he's saying to him, if you have a doubt, that's mean Allah is being stupid here. Allah is confused. If Muhammad never have a doubt about Islam, and then Allah, he says to him, if you have a doubt, go and ask the Christians. So this if is a stupid, because the guy, he don't have it according to Muslims. So do he have it or not? So either he have it, and Allah trying to help him says, go and ask the Christian and the Jews, or he don't have it, and then Allah is a stupid because he is saying to him, or making assumption that you have it, and he don't. But here by saying if, that's mean the God himself, he do not know if Muhammad have such a thing or not. Same time, regardless if Muhammad he have it or not, how the Christian and the Jews, their books is corrupt according to Muslims, and then the stupid Allah, he says to the Muhammad, go and ask those who have corrupt book. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Imagine I say to a Christian, if you don't believe that Jesus is God, go and ask Jehovah's Witnesses. But Jehovah's Witnesses are not the Christians. They have a corrupt translation for the Bible. Or I say, if you don't believe in Jesus, go and ask the Mormon. But the Mormon are not the Christians. The book of the Mormon has nothing to do with us. So when you say, if you have a doubt, go and ask the one who read the Torah and the one who read the Gospel in the time of Muhammad, which is the same as the one we have now. That's mean that Muhammad he cannot have a stand of his own religion without us, Christians and Jews approval. And neither the Jews, neither the Christians approve Muhammad. Muhammad, he says, if only 10 Jews believe in me, the Jews will believe. So Muhammad, he failed to make 10 Jewish people believe in him. Imagine how horrible it was. Muhammad is. He could not make 10 Jews.
God bless some of my friends. Actually, they asked questions and all that, and like I was some surprised, and I was quite because I start thinking, yes, the questions they're asking is right, and I start digging more into it, more into Islam, more into Quran, and more into Bible and Torah. Trying, I'm not that much in there, but trying. But the more I'm digging in, more the getting confused, and the questions and answers are going against Islam. Watching Al Fadi, Dr. J, where I got to know there's no history. Like I'm confused with the Abraham. And the main difference between Bible and Quran is about in Bible it's written that Abraham go and try to sacrifice Isaac, not Ishmael. But the Quran says Ishmael. If this base is wrong and false, from there, then that means Islam doesn't exist.
Yeah. Well, you know, I hope, Samia, if you have any question for me, please tell me. I will be happy to help you. Otherwise, we will see if I can take another call. And if you like your husband to call me, I will be happy to take him too. Do you have any question?
A lot of confusion. Anyways, well, that's nice to talk to you. Maybe I'll come some question at another time, and where I will be ready. And
all right. I advise you. You see, you know, Islam is not only religion does not make sense. It's not even a religion. Islam is a collection of stupid things. You know, Muhammad, he have no religion. Muhammad, he saw the Jews fasting, he took the Jews fasting. He saw the pagan fasting, he took the pagan fasting. He saw the abolition of the pagan Sabian, he started doing abolition like them. He saw the Arab pagan kissing the black stone, he started kissing the black stone. They saw the Arab going around the Kaaba, he said the Kaaba is a station, and then he ignored the Kaaba for many years, and he started praying toward Jerusalem. And then when he could not get Jerusalem, Umar al-Khattab, he said to him, why we don't go back and praying toward the Kaaba? So why you deny the Kaaba in your time if the Kaaba is the most important house for Allah? I mean, what's wrong with this guy? So he was trying to convince the Jews that he is a Jew. Muhammad is a fraud. With the Christian, he is a Christian. With the Jews, he is a Jew. With the Sabian, he is a Sabian. With the Arab, he is a pagan like them. So this guy is like Obama going for election. With the atheist, he make fun of the Bible. With the Jews, he wear a hat and he go pray in the front of the temple. With the Christian, he hold the Bible and he read verses. And with the gays and lesbian, he is a, you know, he support them. So Muhammad is not a person who can stand for anything because he have no stand. He was just desperate trying to make people believe in him. And this is why he promised even the Sabian who worship stars that they will go to heaven. I mean, what is the connection between the Sabian and the Jews and the Christian and the Muslims? If you go to the book of the Sabian, you will see that the Sabian, they say in their book, if they have a book, it's called Kanza Rabba, which means the treasure of the God. It says that the Jews, their God Adonai is the Satan, for he ordered the Jews to do circumcision. So how those who believe that the God of the Jews is Satan for doing circumcision, and the Muslims, they follow Muhammad trying to copy the Jews, and he do order his followers to do circumcision. So how he made the Sabian go to heaven when they believe in different God, obviously. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Anyways, and please, I ask everybody out there, pray for me and praying also.
Sure. We will pray for you, sister, and we hope soon you will come to Jesus and you will see the truth, and the truth will set you free.
Thank you so much.
All right. Take care. We have a Muslim in the chat. He is saying, Christian Prince, you don't have a life because you are a joke. Oh, well, let us see how that works. I'm going to go with you, Mr. London. Do you think I should go to the high mountain and jump? London, I want your help. Do you advise me to go to the high mountain and jump? Because horrible, I have no life. and you said I'm a joke. Please tell me in the chat if I should do that. I'm waiting for your answer. I'm seriously asking you, should I go to the high mountain and jump because I have no life? Let us see if Mr. London, he will say anything, because he is in London. He said yes, thank you. All right. So Mr. London is a Muslim. He said yes, I should go to the high mountain and jump. Okay. So you are saying now, and you are agreeing, that the one who have no life, he should jump from the high mountain. Thank you very much. I appreciate your advice, Dr. Zakir Naik. What if I show you that your prophet is the one who tried to do that many times? You agreed that the one who have no life is the one who should jump from the high mountain. And I asked you, do you think I should do that because I have no life? You said yes. Let us go and see your prophet trying many times to jump from the top of the high mountain. And now I will give you the question back. Do you advise your prophet to jump from the top of the high mountain? Are you there, Mr. London? The prophet becomes so sad, and we have heard that he intended several times to throw himself from the top of the high mountains. And every time he went up to the mountain, in order to throw himself down, Gabriel, would appear before him and says, "Oh Muhammad, you are indeed Allah messenger." Are you there, Mr. London? Don't play dead on me now. We are just following your advice. Here we ask ourselves, what kind of a prophet he is committing suicide? And not only once, not only twice, I mean several times. And how stupid are you, Muhammad? I mean, the guy, he just told you. So why Muhammad want to commit suicide? Because he himself don't believe he's a prophet. Read the story. How he cooled him down. He says to him, "Muhammad, you are for sure Allah messenger." And then the prophet, he said, "Really? I'm messenger of Allah? Okay, I will go home." Look, what a drama. What a stupid story. And by the way, I mean, why the angel, he wait for Muhammad until Muhammad, he climbed the mountain? Excuse me, I have to use my skills in art to explain the problem. You know, I'm very good in art. So this is the mountain next to the house of Muhammad. This is the house of Muhammad. And this is the mountain, the mountain, the mountain, the mountain, the mountain. Going high, you know, I cannot put it all in the screen, you know, it's a high mountain, you know, Alhamdulillah. Allah, he placed the mountains at the top of the earth. So, Muhammad, he woke from his house, sad and happy. I want to kill myself. I want to kill myself. I want to kill myself all the way, like he's climbing the mountain. It's very hard to climb the mountain. But I mean, it looked like Muhammad was very good at hiking. I would like to take him with me because I love hiking, you know. Because, you know, we are Arab and we love goats. And why we love goats? Because goats, they do hiking. So the prophet is hiking. I hate myself. I'm not a prophet. I'm not a prophet. I'm not a prophet. I'm not a prophet. And now he is at the top of the high mountain. And now it's time for Muhammad to jump. And now the angel, he decides to appear in front of him. Let us get the angel. We will make him blue. Oh, mommy. Oh, mommy, mommy blue. Oh, mommy. Oh, mommy. So this is the angel, Mr. Blue. He come in front of Muhammad. He have wings. He say, Muhammad. The voice goes, Muhammad, Muhammad here. See, this is the voice. Coming in blue too. Because even the angels are speaking colors. Muhammad, what are you doing, Muhammad? Muhammad is saying, leave me alone. I want to jump. I hate myself. not a prophet. The angel is saying, Habibi Muhammad, don't do it. Leave me alone. I want to join. Habibi Muhammad, if you do it, I'm going to spank you. Muhammad is saying, oh really? So I will do it then. This is my suggestion for the Muslim leader. They will say, see, he's lying. I told you he's lying. Where in the story he says, I will spank you? I mean, the whole story for the Muslims is a true story. And this part, spank you, is the problem. Why the angel don't say to Muhammad when he is here, before he goes to the top of the mountain? Here, in front of his door, even before he leaves the door, he said, listen, where are you going? I know that you're going to go up on the mountain to show himself. Allah, he said, please. I mean, the guy, the guy, Muhammad, he climbed the mountain all the way to the top. And then, when he is at the top, and almost he is throwing himself. Now he is for him. No. Bad noise coming from the microphone. Really? Bad noise coming from the microphone. And why? Let's see. Okay, hold on. Why bad noise coming from the microphone? Okay, is it better now? Maybe the cable touched something, I'm not sure. Because from my side, don't fix your mic. Okay, hold on. One, two. Okay, is it better now? How is the sound now? Is it better? Okay, I don't know what happened. Okay, maybe Jibril, he jumped inside my microphone. Or maybe because I was singing. Let us see. Oh, mommy, mommy blue. Oh, mommy blue. Oh, mommy. Here we go. We make Quran. Can you make Quran better than this? Can you make Quran better than my Quran? Oh, mommy blue? I challenge you. You know, when the Muslims, they say nobody can make Quran like the Quran, this is the most funny challenge, because here we go. I have many books. Who can make books like mine? If you make books like mine, obviously you are copying my book. So you did not make any book like mine. This is how silly this religion is. Oh, wait. Do we have any Muslim? Anyone? When Muhammad, he said to the Arab, okay, can you make Quran like mine? They said to him, they are saying to him, this Quran is stupid, and he said to them, can you make stupid Quran like mine? I mean, look at the challenge. Oh boy, what we can do. Any Muhammadan? Anyone? Any two? Now guys, remember, we are going to start going live in the other account, Arabian Prophet. The admin is posting the link and we will post it in the comment section later, or we will PM it. So if we don't come here for some time, you might be wondering, maybe I'm not coming live. No, I am, but I will be using the other account, the Arabian Prophet. All right? So please take a note of that, tell your friends. And this is why I'm coming here in this account, so we don't disappear suddenly and you do not know where we're gone. All right? And Abdul. So the story here is very funny and very stupid, but the story is very important for the same time, because why Muhammad want to kill himself? And obviously he want to kill himself because he himself don't believe he's a prophet. Right? Muhammad himself, he don't believe he's a prophet. So how Muhammad, he don't believe in his prophet and he want us to believe that he's a prophet? How in the world that work? If the guy himself, he don't believe he's a prophet, he want to kill himself, and he tried to do that many times. If you go and like do a little study about psychology, why somebody he tried to do such a thing to himself? You know, people when they lose hope. Somebody he lost all his money in the stock market. Somebody was done, you know, like gambling. We hear a story like somebody who was gambling and he lost all his money. So suddenly he found himself nothing. You know, suddenly he became homeless. He cannot take it no more. So doing such an act is not a healthy act. Especially Muhammad, he said clearly that the one who killed himself, suicide, but not suicide bomber, suicide like to kill himself for no benefit. But if you do suicide bombing, it's okay for in Islam. But if you kill yourself, you will go to hell. Let me find you the hadith. And how you kill yourself, by the way, doesn't matter really. If you kill yourself like by a knife or anything, you will go to hell. The angels will be cursing you non-stop. Right? Do we have any Muslim want to say anything? Any Muslim? What happened to London? Did he leave? I'm afraid that London is Abbas. The pizza boy. Oh, okay. Any more question? Anyone have a question? So please remember that we will be going live in the other account. We will be here for the few coming days until we inform everybody that we will be in the Arabian Prophet account. So if we don't appear here, don't think we are not doing live. And always the best way to find where we are is to go to Patreon, because there we will post the last updated link for our podcast. All right? My friend, with my respect and love to everybody, don't send me messages in Skype saying I am your fan, I love what you do. I really love you all. But you see, I open my Skype. So people who they are Muslims, like we have our sister here, Samia, she called me. So we can have a conversation with them. And you can learn from this conversation and we can save them. But please, if you like what I do, make a comment. No problem. The chat will be later. I mean, the chat is open now. The comment section will be open. I never close my comment section. So you like what I do, you know, okay, express yourself. Show us your love by sharing the videos. Show us your love by downloading the videos, reposting them again. But I don't want people to be my fan. I want you to be the fan of Christ. I want you to follow Christ. I want you to be a person who is a warrior for the Lord. I'm not looking for fans. What I would do with my fans? Remember one thing. You as a Christian, you have one person to be proud about, and that is not Christian Prince. That is Jesus. I'm a sinner. And maybe you are better than me. So I'm not here seeking fans. I'm not here seeking flashlight on me. It says this guy is a star. Many they do that. For me, this is the last interest in my life. So please be a warrior for Christ. Bring Muslims to his life and bring your even family. Maybe they are not believers no more. Be a fan for the truth. Always side with the truth, and the truth will set you free. That is the Lord. He said, I am the truth. I am the way. I am the life. I am the resurrection. And yet they say to you where Jesus says, I am God, worship me. There is Abdul Mood. What Abdul Mood? Abdul Mood? Who is the Abdul Mood who became moderator? Palestine, not for Israel. He became a moderator. Okay. So they are trying to do some business here. Okay, we'll remove him from the moderating. Yeah, it's okay. And not only we will remove him from moderating, I'm not sure how they do that. Maybe it was by mistake from my side. I'm not sure. Hide this user. Here we go. Come back, moderator. Yeah. Yes, even maybe sometime you click at the name by mistake. I'm not sure. But maybe there is a way you can do it. I mean, those people, they are obsessed with the Christian Prince. Actually, isn't it an honor to have a moderator working for Christian Prince? And he is a Muslim? I love that. Right? One-on-one, Tommy what? You don't dare to debate me? Are you a Muslim, Mr. Tommy? Text me. Go ahead, text me and I will take your call. Did the Old Testament say, I am God, worship me? Did the Old Testament says, I am God, worship me? The Old Testament, God, he said to Moses, I am who I am. And this is what Jesus said. And if God, he says, worship me, Shaitan, he said, worship me. So, all fake gods in the world, they say, worship me. So, more like you went to the wrong street. Oh, London, now you're coming back to answer London. Isn't it you who says to me that the one who have no life, he should jump from the top of the mountain? And then we find that your prophet is the one who jumped. Why you don't call me London and tell me why your prophet, he tried to commit suicide many times? Can you help us? I challenge any Muslim to tell us why he's a prophet, he tried to commit suicide. What do you think? Because this is very serious. I mean, what if Muhammad, he killed himself and the angel did not appear in the right moment? What if there's a traffic, the angel did not come on time? What kind of a prophet? He tried to kill himself, and this is against the teaching of his God. That's a lie. It's in front of you. Guys, that's a lie. Abdul saying to me that's a lie. It's the hadith, al-Bukhari. I mean, you showed them the hadith in the screen. It's an al-Bukhari. It's a sahih hadith, and they say it's a lie. Anyone? Is it a lie? Is that your Muslim website? Is that al-Bukhari? Is that your translation? Described to be why Jesus is God. Well, we can say why Jesus is God. Jesus in the Quran, he can resurrect people from death. Can Allah resurrect people from death? Let us compare. We go to the Quran. We see that your God is a Hindu God. In order to resurrect people from death, he claimed that you have to beat them with beef. Why Jesus did not need beef to resurrect a human being from death? Chapter 2, verse number 73. And the Quran confirms, saying, and this is how Allah resurrect people from death. How? By beating them by beef. So, if we compare between the God of the Christian, he do not need beef to resurrect anyone. The God of the Muslims, he is a beefy God. Sonic saying Jesus was a human being. Well, your God Allah is a human being too. Let us go to the hadith. Your prophet described him that he looked exactly like the Antichrist, and even he is fat. Excuse my word. He have a curly hair. He's a heavy seated. The only difference between Allah and the Antichrist is one eye, and the hadith in front of you, and this is sahih. You see it? So when the Muslim they say Allah is not a man, that is a joke, because their prophet he make it clear that the only difference between Allah and the Antichrist, and Antichrist is a man too. The Muslim actually they don't believe in the Antichrist. They say al-Masih al-Dajjal, which means the false Messiah, which means he's a man claiming to be the true Messiah. So what is the difference between the look of Allah and the false Messiah? Only one eye. Read it. Any Abdul? And this is the description of your God. Your prophet saying, I am afraid that you might not understand. I agree with you, Muhammad. Those fools, how they will understand a smart person like you? The Antichrist is short, hinted, woolly-haired, one-eyed, and sightless, and neither protruding or deep-seated, nor deep-seated. So if you are confused about him, know that your Lord is not one-eyed. So Muhammad is afraid that the Muslim they will worship the Antichrist, who is a man, and he's afraid because they look exactly the same. Allah is short. Allah have a woolly haired. Allah is neither protruding or deep-seated. What is the difference between the false Messiah and Allah? One eye. Allah have two eyes. Hey Muslims, if Allah is not a man, why he have two eyes? Is he a cat? How many eyes Allah has? Any Muslim? Here the drama will stop. Look at the drama. A second ago, Jesus is just a man. Here we go. Your God Allah have hands. Your God Allah have a leg. He have 5 fingers. He have a shin. So what is Allah made of? I cannot call Zakir Naik because he did not pay his bill. The Muslims are not donating to Zakir Naik. Let me try. Taradim, 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 taradim. Christian Prince, You are very lucky. I just connected my line. Zakir Naik, you just connected your line. Unbelievable. Because they told me, just mention your name, and they asked me to call you. Alhamdulillah. Allah, He connected my line. Allah, He connected your line. Aren't you, what, are you getting your line from AT&T? Christian Prince, we Muslims, and we don't use AT&T. What's wrong with AT&T? Because it is two AT&T. We worship only one God. Two AT&T is a problem. We need one AT. Okay. Hey, Zakir, what do you think about Allah? He looked the same as the Antichrist, and the only difference between them is one eye. Christian Prince, first of all, the Prophet, he said that the only difference between them in one eye, but he did not say they look the same. You just say the difference between them is one eye. So how they don't look the same? Christian Prince, first of all, your Arabic is funny. Secondly, you don't speak English. Zakir Naik, that's not the question. You understand my question. If your Prophet saying the only difference between them is one eye, so how they don't look the same? Explain to us, please. Okay, I'll explain to you. First of all, give me your name. Show me your faith. Okay, Zakir Naik, come on, don't go again. If Muhammad saying that the difference between Allah and the false Messiah is one eye, so how you say they don't look the same? Please elaborate. Christian Prince, first of all, because I didn't get my connection, I'm not going to get my connection with you. Hey, Zakir Naik, come on, we are talking for the last 10 minutes. Just give me the answer and solve the problem. People are waiting. Muslims are waiting. First of all, I advise all the Muslims who they are listening to Christian Prince not to listen to him because he lied to you. Allah, He have two eyes. Hey, Zakir Naik, hold on. You just said the truth. Allah have two eyes. Why He don't have three? First of all, I am not going to tell you why you have no three. Allah have two eyes because the Prophet said He have two eyes. Okay, are they located in the front or in the back? Or one of them in the front and one of them in the back? Christian Prince, it says that they're located in the face of Allah. So Allah have a face. Exactly. And Allah face is where the eyes. Exactly. And then, so Allah, He cannot see in His back. Christian Prince, Allah, He can do many things to see in His back. As an example. Like what? He can use a mirror. What the heck? I never thought about that. And just watch the comment later. The Muslim, they will say to you, this is not true, Zakir Naik. This is a fake call. This is how smart they are. Hey, Sonic. Are you Sonicing a lot these days? Why you don't give me a call, Sonic, in Skype? Let us see how good you are. Let us Sonic together. Sonic. And as long your name is Sonic Light, is your God Allah is a Sonic Light too? Look what Allah described His light. Allah light is the same as a light in a lamp. They say to you, you cannot compare Allah to anything. So why Allah compare Himself to the Antichrist? Allah compare Himself to a tree. Allah compare Himself to the lamp. Allah compare Himself to olive oil. Allah, He compare Himself. I mean, the guy, he compared Himself. Name one thing He did not compare Himself to. Look at this. Allah is the light of the heaven and the earth. And the parable of the light of Allah is the way in the niche, and the niche, and the lamp is the ring included in the glass. And the glass is the dead and the brilliant star. And then the light and the tree, and then the seed and the with the oil, and then the lemonade, and then the light. And then Allah light, and Allah knows best. Thank you very much. And they say to us, don't compare the light of Allah to anything. After all what Allah said, they say to us, Allah, you cannot compare Allah to anything. Abdul, it's not me who comparing my Allah. It's you, Allah comparing Himself. Allah comparing Himself to a niche. I like the niche. How is niche doing? The parable of His light as where there was a niche. Is Allah is inside the niche or is inside outside the niche? What's a niche God? Allah? Look here. Take a picture for you. Thank you. You know, you look so good in the niche. And they say to you, you cannot compare Allah to anything. What? Oh, man. Do we have any niche? Would like to make a call? What a chapter. This is a chapter of the niche. Chapter 24, the Nur. And you know, one of the funny things the Muslims, they say to you, do you know that Allah, He said that the sun is a brilliant and the moon have light, reflecting light? The moon reflecting light and the star have, yes brother, scientific miracle brother. Abdul, do you see Allah have a reflecting light then? Because the same word used here, light. Nur. Oh boy. Anyway, do we have any niche? www.nicheislam.com, niche Allah, niche lamp, niche olive oil, niche who care. Where is the brave Muslims? My Skype is open. I do not know who's going to call me. Just call. Hello? Hello? It's me you looking for. Mayday, mayday. Nietzsche, Nietzsche. Nietzsche, Nietzsche, step, step. Beat Allah in his lip. He will scream. He will dream that he write on the step. Nietzsche, Nietzsche. Any Muslim? I mean, this God is the most weird God ever. Have you ever heard of a God? There's a video made by 3 Muslims. It is in the Suku Film channel, where it says that if a man, or some Muslim man, he would like to work as a pimp, he can work as a pimp. Actually, the title of the video is based on the question. I think the title is, look like we have a license to be a pimp in Islam. 3 Muslims, very well-known Muslims in YouTube, they were discussing how the God of Islam, he allow Muslims to work as a pimp. License for, look, go watch it. I'm not going to post it here because it's not worth it. They are a bunch of kids for me. Because of my videos, you are able to argue. My friend, you should not be able to argue. You should be able to whip Allah with the floor. What, only argue? This is what you do, only argue? Don't you see what we do? Our Skype is open. There's no Muslim there to call. The only one who dare to call is the one who don't accept hadith. And the one who don't even accept the interpretation for the Quran. He has his own interpretation. And he don't speak Arabic. And he don't accept any translation. Yeah, there is a 100 level of you see, actually here, hold on, there's if we want to talk about scientific error, you see, we are not really making books of God a book of science, but Muslims, they do. For me as a Christian, is it scientific that Jesus is born from a virgin? No, this is not scientific. That's impossible, actually. No science approve that. We believe it, right? But the Muslims are the one who make their books of science. So, as an example, when the Quran says there is 7 heavens and 7 earth, chapter 65, verse number 12. If science in the future discover there is 7 earth, the Muslims will go crazy. But this is not about really discovery. This is something already the Greek they used to teach. If you go and see the name of the planets, the Greek they have in their mythology, those are the 7 earth. Muhammad is a fraud. Allah created 7 heaven and 7 earth. But this is what the Greek mythology teach. Now you fail, you get angry. London, we don't get angry. It's your Allah who get angry. Let me show you how Allah he get angry. Allah, he got so angry because the Christians, like Christian Prince, they make fun of him. So look what he said to them. He said to me, Christian Prince, if you don't believe in me, I will erase your face. Well, Allah, come on, don't do that. Already, I mean, women, they don't like me for the face I have. Even that one, you will erase it. Don't do that. Come on, Allah. Allah, he insists. He said, no, if you don't believe in Prophet Muhammad, I'm going to erase your face. I'm going to erase your eyebrows. I'm going to erase your lips. I'm going to erase your eyes. Actually, I will make them in the back of your head. Allah is angry now. The Christians still did not believe. Did Allah erase their faces? Are you there, London? Chapter 4, verse number 47. And by the way, the verse confirming the Bible with us, you idiot. You see, you stupid Quran. The Muslim, they say to us, our book is corrupted. And then we go and go on. And every single verse, it says, we confirm the book with you. We confirm the book with you. And then Abdul, he says to us in YouTube, the Bible is corrupt, brother. The Quran says we confirm the book is with you. What's wrong with this religion? What kind of hashish you are taking? There's one of two solutions. Either the one who wrote the Quran is taking too much hashish, or the one who don't want to follow his Quran is taking hashish. Choose one. Fundamentalist exists in every religion. Well, is Islam is a religion first? Okay, I challenge you, Sonic, to call me and tell me what is the religion of Islam. I challenge any Muslim to tell me what is the religion of Islam. I know what you will say, to worship one God. But have you ever heard of a God he worship himself? Have you ever heard of a God he speak to other gods saying to him maybe? I will type one word in the search engine in front of you in Arabic. I know you don't know Arabic, you're an idiot. You speak to Allah in Arabic, but you do not know Arabic. Amazing miracle. Look how many times Allah, he keeps saying Asa. Asa, 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 Asus, Asa, 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 Al-Basus. Asa, 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 Asa. It's all over the Quran. Allah saying maybe. Allah saying to Allah, it may be Allah. Who is the one who's talking? Allah. Talking to who? To Allah. Saying to him what? It may be. This is religion. It may be. Allah saying to Allah, it may be. Do you love me? Maybe, maybe. Do you hate me? Maybe, maybe. Do you worship me? Maybe, maybe. Oh Allah, oh Allah. Like, what the heck with this religion? So who is talking? Allah. What he's saying, it may be Allah, he grant you love. Allah making wish to who? And then this Allah, he keeps saying, and Allah is all forgiving. Who is talking? Allah talking to Allah. I mean, Allah, he like to talk to himself. What's wrong with that? Huh? What's wrong with that? This is very normal. Allah, he says to Allah, maybe Allah, will Allah maybe, you know? So Allah, okay, and you know Allah, you, so Allah. It's very clear. Allah. Just say Alhamdulillah. Any maybe? Maybe. Even when Muhammad, he commits sin, and supposedly his Lord is going to forgive him. Look what Allah is saying. Or his Lord. What a drama, man. Oh Muhammad, may Allah forgive thee. And look, false. It became false. The sin became false. Change the translator. It's a sin. Look at the coward Yusuf Ali. The sin became fault. Okay, I'm gonna do some fault after I hang up now. The word sin became fault. Verily, verily, you have given you Muhammad manifest victory. Who's talking? Allah. Okay. That Allah may forgive you. Look, who's talking? Allah again. Look how Allah is talking, and He is saying, may Allah forgive you. I should sing and do, yeah, I should change my career, shouldn't I? You know, I'm very, by the way, I'm very handsome like Muhammad. Both of us, we used to work in a blind women striptease club. And we got the prize of the most handsome men ever by those blind women, you know. You know what I'm talking about. That Allah may forgive your sin. Like, what the heck? How you can do that? Who's the one that's talking as Allah? So why Allah making a wish to Allah? Allah make a wish. Like wish. Allah make a wish. I will make a wish to Allah to forgive the sin of Muhammad. Allah make a wish to Allah to forgive the sin of Muhammad. That's very deep. That's deep. That's really deep. That's so deep. Man. Any Abdul? Last call. Okay, last wish. Anyone? Yeah, actually, you know, to tell you the truth, the first time I came to Arabia, the Arab there, you know, my cousins, they look at the moon, they look at Christian Prince, they look at the moon, they look at the moon. They look at the moon, they look at the Prophet, they look at the moon, they look at the Prophet, look at the moon, look at the Prophet, and then they stop looking at the moon and says, for sure the Prophet of Allah is more pretty. Unbelievable, man. So true. So who maybe like to call me? Maybe. Who maybe like to prove me wrong? Maybe. No, actually today we don't have a good number. It's only 1,000. I don't know why. Today is what? Is a Friday. People are doing shopping. They want to do barbecue later. Abdul preparing for the they are doing the making babies, you know. Yeah. I remember, you know, I was a student in a college, and you know, there's language we don't use in the street. So the driver is a Muslim. So he said, I'm tired. Yesterday I was doing my homework. So me and my friend, we are in school too, and we do not know what this guy is talking about. He's old. He's like, I don't know. So what homework, you know? So we did not get it. I said, what? He said, yesterday it was Thursday. I was doing my homework. What, like? So we said to him, do you go to school? He looked at us like. He said, yeah, like, yeah, we have a school. We go to school. He's very tired. Yesterday he was doing his homework. It's Thursday. So today is a Friday. Muslims are tired. They were doing their homework yesterday. Alhamdulillah. Maybe. Yeah. Anyway, I think it's time to go. So again, guys, remember, we are posting the link for you for the Arabian Prophet. The admin are posting it. So we will stay here for some time until people they take a note, and then we will move to the Arabian Prophet account and we will start going live there. It doesn't matter for you anyway. I mean, it's a YouTube anyway. This page or the other page. So take a note, please. We will be there in the other account. And today we have only one Muslim caller. We have our friend Samia. She is from Pakistan. I hope soon she will accept Jesus. Already she is disgusted with Islam. But she did not decide to leave yet. So I hope soon her husband will leave too, not only her. So we have a baptism for the whole family, as many family we did to them before. I want to say thank you all for being here. Until we see you soon again. Christ is Lord. Islam is a scam. And we will see you soon. Thank you.
But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Quran is mentioned, if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question, that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset, that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.